you should get government assistance just for playing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Like I feel like that's a thing, because like Magic the Gathering, that's that's skilled. Dungeons and Dragons, that's skilled. Yu-Gi-Oh is like
Yu-Gi-Oh is the TikTok brain rot of the trading card game.
Yeah, world. TikTok. Even Pokemon is pretty much more skilled now at this stage. I've seen some of those Pokemon tournaments.
All right, well, there's our intro. Thank you, Noth, for saying our cold open. You should get government assistance for playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat.
All right, that's what I was waiting for. All right, so welcome back, everyone, and welcome Ems for the first time. I am your host, EatSleepComplete. This is my co-host, CoolKid Joe. He's over there. Down there is our special guest, maybe also host, Noth Tha God, and down there is our special guest, Ems Fergie. Hello, hello.
Hi. Oh. I feel like I'll be reoccurring if I'm awake. Because I feel like getting me up at this time on a weekend is bad, because I usually stay up like till like fucking midday, and then I just sleep all day, and then I get up at like 7 p.m. or something.
Have you considered that that's the problem, and not like us wanting to record a podcast at a normal time?
I'm addicted to video games, Mist.
So am I, but you don't see me playing until 4 a.m.
Did you just say am I?
Yes, I did.
Are you baboon?
No, what?
Please tell me that's not a reference that goes over your head. I are baboon?
Oh.
There's no way that's a cartoon that's only over here.
Is
what
that
is it?
I don't.
Oh God, that's a '90s cartoon.
I are Weasel.
I am Weasel. Yes.
Yeah, Joe, come on, you're chronically online.
I was not allowed to watch that show.
Were you brought up in like a Mormon household?
No, my parents saw it and was like, "That's way too stupid. We're not letting our child watch that."
It was because of all the monkey butt.
Probably.
I mean, Ren and Stimpy.
It's the same reason I wasn't allowed to watch Ed, Edd and Eddy. My parents were like, "That's like actually a really stupid cartoon. You're not allowed to watch that."
Are you sure it's not because Rolf used to make like insanely inappropriate jokes?
Oh yeah, I feel like that if you went back and watched all them shows, you would pick up a bunch of stuff that went over your head as a kid. Like,
oh yeah,
like there's so much stuff. Even what was that show? Not Cartoon Network. Adventure Time. It had so much stuff that just like sort of flew over my head. Even though when it came out, I was like fucking 17 or something. Do you know what I mean? But it still had stuff that just cleared me completely. Like,
there was what was it? The only one that sticks out for me from Adventure Time. I didn't watch it because we didn't have cable at the time, and whatever. But there was only one thing that I saw online that stuck out to me, and it is Finn gets like shocked or something, and his brain gets scrambled, and he starts spewing nonsense, and they snuck in the nonsense that he was speaking, the scientific name for LSD.
Really?
Yeah, it's like he said like dimethyl something or other, and
yeah,
and it's just like someone posted on Reddit, and they're like, "Hey, that he says LSD in this episode," and so it's like it got past Cartoon Network censors.
Because the guy that made Adventure Time, what's his name, Pendleton Ward. He's a really smart guy. Yeah, he's a really smart guy, and he's obviously an extremely talented animator and writer and all. But one of the girls who was like the head animator for him whenever he started making Adventure Time, she went on to do, I don't know if you guys have seen it, Bee and Puppycat? No?
I've never heard of that.
No.
Bee and Puppycat is, without a doubt, one of the best cartoons ever made in the history of cartoons. It's only like It's like an hour and a half long in total. It's like a bunch of little mini episodes all crushed into each other, but it's all like lo-fi aesthetic and beautiful little music, and it's just a story. It would make the perfect like little top-down, like, you know, Pokemon-esque game, you know, where you're just like walking around the town doing like little things for people or whatever. It is fucking beautiful. I would say anyone just take an hour and a half out of your day and just watch Bee and Puppy Cat. It's on YouTube for free, you know, like it's like an hour long. But definitely check it out. It's got a really cool aesthetic about it. I just love that show. But yeah, she was on Adventure Time and then she went and did Bee and Puppy Cat. It's fucking awesome. Oh my god. I almost forgot. Look, I have a little Bee and Puppy Cat. That's how much I love that show. M's got me that.
Joe and I have never heard of it.
No, you guys are missing out on that one.
I'm looking at the thumbnail previews on YouTube, and it's weird. Like, it looks like a cross between, some of these thumbnails are almost Studio Ghibli-esque, and then there's obviously the very heavy, like, Adventure Time influence.
Yeah, the art style goes crazy in it, and it's the story in it is crazy. There's a really good twist, like halfway through the show, and it sort of changes your whole perspective on the first half of the show. Fucking amazing. I don't want to ruin it, like, but definitely check it out. Also, guess what? Guess what came today?
What came today?
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I got it physically, so I get all the DLC for free.
Oh, does that work on the Xbox One?
No. If you put it into the 360 and then go into the store, through the game, you can download the all the DLC for free. But if you like buy it digitally, you have to like, if for some reason the DLC in the game and on the 360 store it costs you money.
That's odd.
Yeah. Never seen that before.
I should probably find it and see if I've downloaded the DLC at this point.
Yeah, definitely do. Because somebody was telling me about it the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, I have it digitally," and I went in, and it cost me money to buy it, but if I put it in physically, it's free for some reason. And I was like, "Okay, gotta pick that one up then."
Oh, Ems, I got a new Discord emote for you. Look at that.
Oh,
shiny.
I don't know what that is.
What is that? A Dragon Ball Funko Pop?
No, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh one.
Oh, fuck, of course.
Oh, is that Yami Merrick?
It is. From Toy Temple?
I don't know what that is, but I know Yami Merrick.
I don't know what the first bit was.
the extent of my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge is from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series.
I mean, that's fair.
That's where your fucking Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge should start and end.
To this day, me and Choir, we just quote back, like, "Attention, duelists!"
Also, can I just say, going back to this, why the fuck do you dunk Oreos into milk? That's psychopathic behavior.
Don't do that.
Oreos are milk's favorite cookie, as the branding goes.
But it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you just ruin a good cookie then, and you ruin your milk.
It makes the biscuit soggy and nice to eat.
Admittedly, I don't eat my Oreos in milk. Like,
nothing.
I don't eat my Oreos with milk, so I don't know what the draw is of it. But I do know that when you dunk the cookies in the milk, it's the cookies are made with chocolate, so it turns the milk into chocolate milk.
The milk does not get chocolate. No. It does not work that way. That shit's gotta sit in there for like 5 minutes so it like dissolves.
Well, the idea is not that you are waiting for one cookie to dissolve, but rather that you will eat the entire pack in this way, and the number of cookies will turn the milk chocolate.
I think serving sizes work that way.
They don't care. They are legally obligated to post serving sizes. They don't want you to eat the serving size. They want you to eat them packages at a time so that you buy more Oreos.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like the fucking Doritos thing. It's like, Doritos share bag. Yeah, share with who, motherfucker? These are all for me. What are you talking about? Like,
Hold on. Mist. Do you eat a whole pack of Oreos in one sitting?
God, no. God, no.
Mist, I'm pretty sure you just outed yourself as an Oreo fiend.
I mean, I like Oreos, but I will usually limit myself to 4 or 5, and that's like a day.
Packets.
No, just individual. Don't you dare. 4 or 5 Oreos a day.
I think.
What's your favorite kind?
The double
Family-sized one.
I mean, I wouldn't be American if I didn't answer the most stuff.
Oh no, that's too much. No, the ratios of cream to cookie is all off there.
No one
only
eats
took
the
to episode
Oreos
2,
for the
missed.
cookies.
Miss, I only talked to episode 2 before Joe started talking about ratio.
No one eats just the cookies. People are here for the Oreo cream in the middle.
We only get over here. We only get the ordinary Oreo, and then
No double stuff?
well, I think we got it recently, but like, I mean, we don't get like, you know, those crazy flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think it's a wee bit sad that we don't get them, but I remember a friend of ours, she went to America, this was years ago, like, and whenever she came back, she brought like a big suitcase back of like just every single fucking Oreo flavor you could think of, and like we just had a movie night one night, and we were just like taking one each and tasting them all, and some of them were vile and some of them were awesome, and I was like, you know what, this is fine. There was a peanut butter one that I think might be literally crack cocaine.
My favorite one.
Yeah, it's
that
so
one.
fucking good.
And then I like the limited one. They didn't do it this year, but I like the Brookio ones, like the brownie cookie dough ones.
Brookio.
Yeah.
I feel like Oreos is a relatively new thing over here, but I never see anyone talking about them. I never see anyone eating them. Yet if you talk to an American, they're eating Oreos all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oreos is the great American pastime.
No, well, that's baseball and apple pie. You're close.
Baseball cannot be American. You know when people are like, it's as American as baseball, because baseball is a Japanese sport.
It
Yeah, but it's
started
not a big
in
deal.
America.
It started in Japan.
No, it started in America.
No, baseball is a Japanese sport, mist. Yeah, he's going to Google this and he's going to realize that his life is a lie.
Let me see here.
There we go.
Is that a Steelbook?
Joe's got a
Yes,
game for everything.
I do.
Is that Steelbook?
Yeah.
A Steelbook baseball game?
It's the Jackie Robinson edition.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who started diversity in baseball.
For some reason, my brain was like, you said the guy who started diversity, and my brain was just like, the guy who played division. What's that? Or who's that?
Shohei Ohtani.
Wait, Showtime.
Yeah.
See, I know baseball. I'm as American as apple pie. Well, missed.
So I am currently on the origins of baseball on Wikipedia. There is literally no mention of Japan at all. Like, it says that there are early roots of the sport in England and Canada, but the first report of, like, a properly organized baseball game took place in New York, USA.
No, it's...
Baseball was founded by a bunch of drunk white plumbers.
I feel like this might be another one of those situations where I've lied to people unknowingly for years.
How often does baseball come up in Ireland as a conversation starter?
Never, but here's the thing, dude, right? You see, every time I'm in, like, a social situation, like parties and shit like that there, I'm always like, I'm gonna fucking tell somebody a really cool anecdote or a really cool fact. And it's came to my, like, knowledge recently that I have been spreading misinformation at every party I've been to in Ireland since, like, 2005. And it was... Somebody told me years ago that if you are Jewish, when you die and get buried, you get buried vertically in a cemetery.
Oh, no.
And I thought that was really cool, and so I swear to God I've spread that misinformation to thousands of people in Ireland, and then we were out like 3 years ago, and I don't know why I never decided to do this, but somebody that we were out with was like, That's weird. I've never heard that. That can't be true. I'll Google it a second. And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then they Googled it. And they were like, no, this is actually just, it says it's a lie. It's a lie that's been spread. And I was like, yeah, I've just actively been lying to thousands of people then for years about it. I didn't know. So I think I've done the same with the baseball thing. I've been like, did you know it was a Japanese thing?
Hey, Noth. I'm kind of just dumbstruck here. Because, quite literally, a single Google search is enough to just completely prove you wrong. I literally searched Jewish vertical burials, and there are 0 results. Not only is it wrong, but there isn't even any fake information to try to attempt to back it up.
Well, I don't know who told me that then, because somebody told me that and it just stuck to my brain.
It was probably Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron wasn't even born when I think I heard that information.
Ems, you gotta police him on this. If you're at a party with him and you hear him saying stupid shit like this, you'll be like, hang on a second, wait, before we continue this conversation, Noth needs to Google what he just said.
She was at the fucking, like, party with me whenever our friend was like, I'm just gonna actually Google that Noth, and then they Googled it, and then we were all just like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know. That's just information that I had that stuck in my brain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've actively been lying about Jewish burial rites for fucking 25 years. Like,
For your facts, do you just have like a Mad Libs and you just fill in like adjective and verb and stuff like that? And is that how you come up with these?
Religion, Jewish, direction, vertical, the
greatest American
post-death
pastime,
ritual,
Japanese
burial.
I've never played that Mad Libs game, but I always see it referenced and stuff, and I kind of want to play it.
It's
like,
not as exciting as you think it is.
Oh, well, that's
probably significantly exciting after a night of boozing.
Actually, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So get super drunk, then do Mad Libs. You'll think it's the funniest thing ever.
See, that's right up my lane. Getting drunk and then doing blank is fun to me. Drunk Dungeons and Dragons is not fun.
Well, that's because it requires math.
Yeah, that's actively a fucking nightmare. But like a drunk anything else, like Cards Against Humanity or fucking even like poker or 21 and shit is like fun when you're drunk. But Dungeons and Dragons, I did it completely drunk one time, and I'll never do it again. Like, I actively had a bad time playing Dungeons and Dragons that night.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
Drunk D&D as well. It's not as fun as you would think it is.
No, and it sounds fun on paper. That sounds fun. Let's get drunk and nope. It is actively the opposite of fun. I have a game that I do want to play at some stage. It's like a big D&D game. I backed them on Kickstarter years ago. Called Gatefall, and I haven't opened this yet.
But I had it.
2 years.
Actually, I have something. Let me go grab it. But I have something.
He's got Gatefall too.
I have something that I backed on Kickstarter that I think you would be interested in playing, Noth, but I haven't even opened it either. I've had it for like a year and a half at this point.
I feel like me and Miss just back cool things on Kickstarter and then never play them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of there too, but with video games, like I have this boy.
Oh, that's nice. What is that for?
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's a slipcover.
Oh, it's a slipcover?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Xbox one?
Yeah.
You know, I have never, ever played a Castlevania game, Joe.
I believe it. And then I have this one.
Oh, that's cool.
That one's just a slipcover, too. I've never opened... Oh, the sticker fell out.
Alright, got it. Sorry, my office is a mess like I showed Joe in the pre-show.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, goodness. So have you heard of Heroes of Barcadia?
No.
Oh, you can't really see it from...
Oh, yeah, look, it's looking... Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks cool. What is that?
So, you can't really see it, but the cups that it comes with are the characters that you play as, and you fill them with booze. And every time you take damage, you have to drink. I even have the little expansion pack, too.
Oh, that's
We need
adorable. Yeah, we need to get that.
I have
just
not
have
had a chance to play it yet, which is very unfortunate. I've been waiting to play it.
Yeah, hold on a second. Ames, is your Corsair headset beside you?
Yeah.
Look it into the bottom of the phone a second just to see if your mic works better in it.
Oh yeah, my invisible headphone port.
What?
You know, my phone doesn't have a jack.
Oh, does it not? Oh, well then never mind. Yeah, sorry. Continue. I feel like every phone in the world should have a headphone jack. Why did you buy the one phone that doesn't have a headphone jack?
What are you talking about? Phones have not had headphone jacks for almost a decade.
Yeah, I use AirPods now.
My phone has a headphone jack. Look at my little guy on the back. My mom bought me this.
Can't relate.
Is that an iPhone?
This is an iPhone 8.
Oh god. Of course you're an iPhone biker. Oh my god. Joe, please save me here.
What?
What phone do you have?
I have a 13 Pro Max.
I'm on a podcast with a bunch of fucking capitalists.
What are you talking about? I have an iPhone 8. Do you have any idea how old that is?
I don't know.
I have an iPhone 8 too, bro. It's like right here. You know what it's doing? It's not getting used. It's right next to my Lumia 1520, and I don't even the HTC Surround.
That doesn't even look like a phone. That looks. What is that?
Oh god, it slides. Does it have a hidden keyboard too?
No. So the HTC Surround was one of the first Windows phones that you could buy, and it slides up, and it's actually a surround sound speaker. So, and then on the back it has a kickstand, so like you can like rest it down and then have the speaker and watch stuff.
I feel like phones were going through a fucking fever dream for like 6 years at one stage. They were just doing stuff. I feel like it started with the... Do you remember when you had the like... Whenever cell phones started... Do you remember like when they were really like, new and they had that green background? So it was like the Nokias and stuff? And then whenever they went to like colored backgrounds and they were upgrading themselves, I feel like they went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick because you just came out with stuff like the N-Gage and things all of a sudden, and it was like every 2 months there was something new. But like that hasn't happened in years. Everything's just sort of stayed the same now. But for like a solid like 2-3 years, phones were just like going crazy. Like
the first cell phone that I ever had was the Juke.
What the hell's the Juke?
When it is... Technically, it is a flip phone, except it doesn't flip, it pivots on a swivel.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it like flipped around.
It looks like the whole thing was just like, you can put music on your phone, because this was before music was on phones. And I still have it here somewhere, but it looks like an MP3 player, and then you would like... It is almost like a switchblade. You would push the top half of the phone, and it would go like, and it would turn into the actual... It would go from MP3 player to phone.
It sounds to me like you're trying to describe a sidekick.
No, hang on. Let me see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, I remember like you just took the top of it, and then it would like flip around like that, but the phone was still...
Yeah, like... I don't know. I love the Sidekick 3. That's like one of my favorite phones.
Do you remember whenever the N-Gage came out and they were like, hey, you can play video games on this?
Yeah, I used to sell them.
Oh my god, damn video games were so fucking funny. I remember people with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and it just looked like garbage. And I was like, and they would cost like $40 at the time. Like they were crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I also remember, I think the worst thing to ever happen to gaming, was it the PSP had the fucking like discs
the UMDs?
Oh my god, what was that fucking media?
I don't know if you saw it or whatever, but a couple weeks ago, like my buddy is like collecting, like he has like really weird collector's autism where he just like goes through like phases of like collecting everything of something or whatever, and he found like in Japan they have like porn UMDs.
What?
Yeah,
for
I posted
PSP.
it in the
yeah,
Discord.
that was a big thing during the PSP era.
What, like,
Yeah.
like porn or like hentai, like anime shit?
No, like actual porn.
Unlicensed UMDs.
Who makes unlicensed UMDs though? Surely that would be a nightmare to fucking. Like, it's not just like burning a CD, because it's like little tiny discs inside of a housing.
I don't know.
I feel like
tell you.
Yeah. Ams, do you remember the UMDs?
No.
No. Do you ever even remember the PSP?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What came after the PSP? The Vita?
Yeah, I have 2 of those.
Did it do the same thing? Did it use the UMDs?
No, I had little cartridges. Actually, I have a PSP. Well, I have a couple PSP games here or whatever. I can show you. So I got that, and that one's not in there. It's in the Vita.
Why do you have a Vita?
I have 2 Vitas.
I have a Vita.
I used to trophy hunt. So here's the case. Here's a regular sized Xbox case for comparison.
Oh.
And here's the cartridge.
Yeah, they're like that big.
Yeah, that is crazy tiny. So Joe, your collector's autism doesn't even just stay on Xbox?
No, I was doing trophies for like a little bit or whatever, and I was trying to get to trophy level 100, and then I kind of stopped because like the spam kind of got ridiculous, and then I came back here or whatever where it wasn't as bad.
And then we welcomed you with open arms, Joe.
Yeah, I mean I was here first, so
Yeah.
Quite literally, the only reason I have a Vita is because it came bundled with a bunch of other electronics that I bought.
I showed this to Miss last week or whatever before we started, but I have Pantsu Hunter, the panty hunting visual novel.
Dude, I remember that. That's Ams. That's the one I was explaining to you, where you try to find girls' pants, but you can dye like thousands of different ways.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling.
Yeah, there's like, you go into a girl's washroom, and then if depending on what you do, you can trip and fall and hit the sink with your neck and break your neck and die, and it's just a game over. It's the funniest shit ever. I bought it on the Switch. I think it was like $1.39.
Of course it's on the Switch. Of course.
Dude, I am telling you, Mist, if you can pick that up for like less than $5, play it with your fiance some night. It is the funniest shit ever.
You know, it's a shame.
PS4.
I need to wash my hair that night.
No, trust me. If you get a couple of beers and you're like, "Hey, honey, let's just sit down and play this game," and she's like, "Oh, okay, what is it? Is it something fun?" And you're like, "Yeah, we're a Japanese man who's gonna steal girls' pants." But it sounds weird. You can die at every fucking opportunity, depending on what you do.
You know, I think she'd tell me that she's busy that night. I don't think that's something she'd be interested in watching or playing.
Oh my god, no. It sounds weird, but it is genuinely fun. It was a life-changing experience whenever I first played Pantsu Hunter.
How where does that rate on the scale of 1 to plumbers don't wear ties?
It's up there. It's up there for the sheer fact that it's left field. Because I was looking at the Switch one night, and I was like, oh, there's a sale on this, and I was with a friend of mine. This was, I think, just at the very start of COVID, so like me and him had nothing to do, and it was on sale, and it was like $1.39 or something. I was reading it out to him, and he was like, fucking buy it now. That sounds hilarious. Let's buy it.
Hold up. There's 2 of them?
Is there?
There's Pantsu Hunter. I'm on True Trophies right now or whatever. I mean, there might be more, and they're just not on there. There's Pantsu Hunter, and there's Pantsu Hunter Back to the 90s. I have the Back to the 90s one.
They did a Back to the Future sequel?
Yeah, back to the 90s Panty Hunter. That's what I want in my video game series. Although all the girls are
it's on
Resident
Steam.
Evil heroes.
No, I'm dumb. There's trophies called that, my bad. There's only one.
Oh, did you? Yeah, oh, okay, I see what you did.
I used the True Trophy search feature.
Yeah.
But there's like 8 sacks of it.
Oh my god.
Dude, we're fucking going that way, and I really hope Microsoft nip that shit in the bud, man.
They already have.
No, I mean, like, there's games coming out now. Like I saw the other day, Radalaika did it, and it was like they. Oh
no, it's not them. It's like a Phil is doing it now, or a Phil.
But
Games.
But they released the games that they had made like 3 years ago, and it's just the same game except now it's on
Series X.
Yeah,
I think Radalaika's done it with like 2 games so far. I know one of them is like Attack of the Tanks, and I forgot what the other one is.
That's what it was. I saw. That's what it was. I saw it was the Attack of the Tanks, and I was like, "Oh, this is a slippery slope, boys." Because I don't mind Radalaika because they didn't fall into that fucking money grub hole like Dog Water Games and East Asia Soft. Oh God, dude! Here's the thing, right? I don't know how those other guys. Like I'm on page 1. Like I'm up there. I'm on top 50. I don't know how these guys are playing these baby games day in day out and having fun with their hobby because that destroys me.
They're not. That's how they're doing it. They're not having fun. They're
doing it to maintain 2 days of the month. And then I've just been playing like whatever for like the rest of like I've been doing like Among Us. I did the Batmans.
Oh yeah, you did Batman
Game of the Year,
Arkham
Asylum.
Joe, how many fucking Batman games is there? Because I think I have them all.
Okay, so Arkham Asylum has the original, the games for Windows Live. There's the Game of the Year. The Game of the Year was Windows Live. The Japan one, and then there's like, do you just want like Arkham Asylum or do you want all of them?
No, so that's 5 Arkham Asylums.
That's 5, plus the Xbox One one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there's 6 stacks of that game.
Yeah, there's 6 stacks. Arkham City has the 361, the Xbox One, and the Game of the Year one. Or no, not the Games for Windows Live one. Arkham Origins has just the one for 360.
And then the arcade title, the Arkham Origins Black Gate Deluxe.
And then there's Arcade Night, and then there's the one coming out for VR soon, which we won't get.
What the fuck is Arcade Night?
Arkham Knight?
There's a 360 arcade title, Batman Arkham Origins Black Gate Deluxe Edition.
Oh yeah, it's one of the games that went on sale on the Microsoft the arcade like price reduction things recently, isn't it?
It's $5 right now.
Yeah, because I was looking at it before the price reductions, or no, when the price reductions were on. Sorry, and I was like $4 or something at there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, wait, how much was this arcade game beforehand? It was like $17.99 or something. I was like,
yeah, it was $20 before.
Yeah, never heard of it. No one's ever talked about that. It's a $20 arcade game.
I think it was for the Vita or something like that.
It was for the Vita.
Oh, the new one is for the MetaQuest, and then there's a PSVR one. I have that one too.
I feel like those Batman games, those Arkham games, I don't know what I was playing at the time. I was obviously playing other stuff that was taking my attention, but I never played those Batman games. And then recently I started the one that you finished there, Joe, Asylum.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Don't get the hype. I do not get the hype whatsoever. It's fine as a game, I guess, but it's not different. It's actually quite boring. I find that game really fucking boring.
Did you play Captain America?
Yeah, and it was fun.
It's kind of like that, but like a little bit more like intricate.
Boring.
He's playing Rise of the Guardians right now.
I'm playing Rise of the Guardians right now. It's more fun than fucking, hey, do you want to just press X and Y and then slowly walk while doing this? Yeah, I think I can find them. They're in medical. What? Yeah, I can get them. And then you're just like, can I play the fucking game? Please? I got the Bean, and then Bean punched me once and I died, and I went, yeah, you know what? I'm fine. I'll do this some other time, fucking.
I mean, canonically, yeah, that's what happens. He's Bane.
Yeah, I was just living my best Batman fantasy. I was cosplaying as him. He hit me once, back broke me, and then I went, well, now I uninstalled the game.
Does he, since I also have not played the Arkham games, when you run into him, does he have the Tom Hardy voice?
No, I'm pretty sure he just, like, is very, like, shouty.
I don't even remember. I
Yeah,
just ran through them.
Were you playing on hard mode, Joe?
I 1000'd it, so yes.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, I was, dude, I got to the point where, like, because it's like a 4-stage fight, but there's no checkpoints, and I got to, like, the 3rd stage or the 4th stage, and there was just, like, 30 dudes in there, and then Bean running around, and he just one-taps you, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna go play something else that I have more fun with.
Me when Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, I was recently doing the Games for Windows Live version of it, man, and, it's...
Aren't you supposed to have a thing where you do one of like everything in a month?
Yeah, I'll do it at some stage, but
you can't just play. The whole bet is you need to get every achievement in every Souls game in a month.
Yeah, the Games for Windows Live doesn't count because it's a fucking nightmare to sort out. Plus, I don't even...
you have to, like, downgrade it, don't you? Like, the game?
No, you can't play it online. So... Well, I mean, you can play it online if you get an unused code for it, but unused Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition codes are like $350 plus.
Like, really?
Yeah. Or...
I have that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive, dude. So, you can just download the fucking ISO for it for free, and then just play it offline. Thankfully, so you don't need, like, the discs or anything like that. Like, that's what I did with that BioShock 2 Russian, and it was a absolute nightmare to sort out, but I don't know if you've seen it, Mist, but, like, people have been getting a thing where you install it, and it's like, there's like a 50-50 chance where the game will run, right, after the ISO has been launched, and it's fine, or you get this thing that's like a date checker, and it's like checking dates, blah, 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 and people have been able to work around it 10% of the time by setting their, like, clock to, like, 2011. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever. I've never seen it in a game before. It's some like, internally built program that comes with those games from back then called, like, Secure ROM.
Yep.
And it, like, yeah, oh my god. Dude, I've never run into Secure ROM stuff before, but it has been a fucking nightmare sorting it out.
So, full disclosure, I have played maybe 2 games for Windows Live games. I played the F1... Oh, yeah, there it is.
Is the code unused, Joe?
I've never used it, and I bought it new, so...
Joe, you're not gonna play that game online. Sell the fucking code.
Sell it to Noth.
There's no fucking way I'm buying that code. But yeah, no. Like one went recently for $425, I think, on eBay.
Oh shit.
And it's just the code.
So, full disclosure, I've played 2 games for Windows Live games so far, not counting Fallout 3.
Because you played Fallout 3.
Yeah, because Fallout 3, it's just unlock achievement 1, unlock achievement 2. Like, that's all that game is. I played the F1 2011 because the servers were getting shut down, and then they didn't. And I just did Flat Out Ultimate Carnages online.
Oh, I want to play that. I think I have it for Games for Windows Live as well. I like them Flat Out games. They're fun.
Super easy online. Oh, so... the group I did it in, there's 4 of us. The guy who was running it was struggling for like 3 months to find a 4th person that was willing to play it with us. And he found it, and we knocked it out in an afternoon. And right as we were on the final race that we needed for the last achievement for the last person, someone joined. Someone joined the race. This is some random Russian guy playing games for Windows Live flat out just for fun.
That's he's one of those guys that, like, stays on, like, dead servers and dead games and stuff. He just logs in every day just to see.
Is anyone on? No. All right.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you again tomorrow.
Yep.
It was like, do you remember those psychopaths whenever they were shutting Halo 2 down?
That stayed on the game for as long as they could?
They went like 3.5 months or something. They just stayed in the server, kept it alive, and like after like 3 weeks, it was being held together with like dust, but they were still keeping it alive. That's dedication.
I don't need that code to play the game, right? If I ever play it.
Nope. The only thing you need that code for is
Joe's
to play
like
online.
Selling it right now.
Yeah, I'm about to list that shit when we finish.
Because he still has the game. You can play the game. You just can't play online, and that's it. But yeah, people want to play online, so people will buy those fucking codes. Like once they get listed, they're gone. The codes?
No, the game. Isn't it on Steam?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, what's in it that makes it so special?
I don't know.
I don't think you can use the Steam version for games for Windows Live.
Oh, no. No, but they pivoted it to Steam. Is it not online now? On Steam?
Joe, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm glad I'm not the only one confused.
Are people just spending $300 or whatever to, like, play this game, like, online or whatever when they can just buy it on Steam?
Yeah, they're just spending money for the Games for Windows Live version for some reason. I have no idea why.
Joe, we just said that you can't use the Steam version to unlock Xbox achievements.
No, I get that, but can you play it online?
Yeah, I think so. Like, we're not talking...
Oh, Joe, what? Joe, you can't... Right, okay, Joe, let's reset here real quick,
okay.
Right? You can... Oh, fucking dickhead, you got me confused now. Okay, so you can play the Games for Windows Live version, alright? Mm-hmm. But if you don't have the code, you can't play online. So you can't, like, get invaded, you can't join other people's games or whatever. But people are still playing the Games for Windows Live game.
Oh, okay.
Because they like it. And just haven't done Steam or whatever. But yeah, then psychopaths from, again, it's usually Russia, are like, oh, 400 rubles for online code, yes. That's my Eastern Bloc accent, by the way, that's all you're getting.
I mean, 400 rubles is definitely not anywhere close to $400.
In Soviet Russia, Dark Soul play you?
I knew you were gonna say, fucker!
Oh boy. 400 Russian rubles is equivalent to $4.58 US cents.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm buying the code off you for $4.58.
So, how much did you say? $425 was the last code?
Yeah, the last code sold for $4.25.
That means if someone from Russia's buying it, that's 37,140 rubles.
Imagine having 37,000 of one thing. Like, who was it?
Like Ryse?
I fucking knew you were going to say Ryse. I knew you were going to do the Mitch Hedberg bit, you fuck. Okay, just to put that out there, I don't understand how Ryse works.
It's a grain. It grows off of a grass.
But you showed me the fucking thing, right? And you were like, oh, Noth, here's a fucking picture of it, you idiot. It's a grain. But the thing you showed me had, like, 30 grains of rice on it.
Yes.
When I eat a Chinese, there is, like, 17,000 bits of rice in the thing I get.
Noth, did you not follow the conversation after I posted that picture?
No, I did. But then
I did the math.
Yeah, you did the math, but you were like, one plant is like 300 grains of rice.
On average, yes.
On average, yeah. But, like, if you order just, like, a curry fried rice, there's, like... So there's, like, 8 plants worth of rice in there. And I was saying that it's unsustainable because everybody eats Chinese food. So you're telling me that just me, I'm... What?
You think there's more than 500 bits of rice in one of your portions?
There absolutely is.
I think
next time?
You're overestimating rice.
There's no... if anything, I am underestimating how much... No, I'm not overestimating it. Dude, have you seen Chinese?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so much rice. And can you imagine going to a party and there's 6 of you, and 6 of you are eating something that has rice in it? You've just wasted like 8 square meters of soil and water and so how the fuck is rice sustainable? It just doesn't make sense.
Noth, do you have any idea how large the average farm is?
Yes, I live in Ireland, you fuck. I'm saying that's just there's so much. Like potatoes over here, you can feed a family with like 4 potatoes, which is like less than a meter of fucking farm. Rice is there's so much.
So So here
it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Hang on a second. I need to do some math to try and make this work for Noth.
There's so much. And I know people talk about like rice paddy fields.
So Noth. Okay. Listen. The USDA tracks how much each country exports in rice per U.S. ton, right? So that's milled, ready to be cooked, ready to be eaten rice, okay? The highest average production of milled rice is by China, and it is 147,691 tons of rice. And that's
a year.
That is just China. India is not far behind them with 125,000 tons. Okay? Do you want to know how many grains of rice are in 1 U.S. ton?
Yeah.
Because I found that too. Oh God, I don't know scientific notation in math.
I made a calculated risk, but boy, is he bad at math.
1 U.S. ton is equal to 1.4... oh God, what's it called? Exponent plus 7.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find that in normal numbers. Literally, if I copy and paste that into Google, the suggested one that pops up is in numbers. Let's see here.
Because I'm getting... Because the rice conversation is stressing me out. Because it doesn't... And even you said there are 100... Yeah, like grapes.
Oh, I mean, like, I'm sure, like, the plant isn't fucking dead or whatever when you pull, like, the whatever amount of rice out of it. I'm sure it, like, grows back or whatever.
Okay, Joe, then how fucking quick does a shitload of rice grow back? Like, what's its turnover rate?
They're fucking tiny.
This
on a fucking accent, too. Like...
Okay. Okay, this is getting progressively more unhinged. Because no one just wants to put this into easily understandable numbers.
Are you still... You can't... But then
there's fucking 2,000 pounds of rice and how many fucking grains it is.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing, though. You're saying 140,000 tons. That doesn't seem like a lot of rice for a year.
Okay, so but you don't understand, though. Okay, you're not grasping... You're not grasping the size of a ton. Okay, it's like, yeah, only 148,000 tons. How much is in a ton? So a cup, we're going by U.S. measurements because, you know, we don't make sense here. A cup of rice contains, on average, 180 grams of rice.
Okay.
1 gram of rice is 48 grains of rice. So a cup of 180 grams is just over 8,500 grains of rice.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, that makes sense, actually, then, yeah.
So, assuming your... how much is what do you normally get for Chinese takeout? Like, what's your go-to dish?
I get chicken fried rice and curry sauce.
Are you saying a chicken fried this rice?
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Okay, so how much rice... And 1 fried rice, let's see here. If you are making a batch of fried rice, you use 1 cup of rice per person.
I'm just hungry now.
Yeah, 1 cup of rice per person is 480 No, dude, when I eat Chinese food, there's a shitload of rice. There's no way it's going to be 480 grains
I will tell you what. The next time you get Chinese takeout...
I'm counting it.
I'm not...
No, I don't care.
I was going to say, look at their menu, see what they list as the ingredient amounts.
Nope, I'm counting the fucker. I'm telling you right now, I'm counting it because...
You think Chinese restaurants have, like, nutritional facts that count grains of rice?
Yeah. Legally they have to. So it's listed somewhere.
Oh, it's listed somewhere. Yeah, the fucking... You have to look underneath the desk and it's written in, like, fucking hieroglyphics.
Yeah, it's right underneath the fucking one of the tables in the restaurant next to a piece of Bubblicious.
The long story short here is, Noth, There's a lot of fucking rice produced.
I'm just wrong then, and I just don't get it. But
you could probably drown the entire Irish continent in the amount of rice that is globally produced every year.
It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't.
It does make sense.
It doesn't. Like, how much land do you need? And I know China's a big... fuck it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've talked about rice too much.
Hang on. How many Irelands can fit into China?
We're pretty small.
Wait. 11. I'm going 11.
I'll take guesses. So Joe guesses 11. Ems, how many Irelands fit into China?
Wait, no. 38.
I don't know how big China is.
Well, that's the point here.
Can I go
Shot in the dark. How many
15.
Irelands fit into China?
15? I don't know.
15.
I don't know geography.
So 15.
Okay.
Joe's got 38.
90 plus.
And 90. China is 137 times bigger than Ireland.
So, what you're saying is, if we get invaded, like, the game Homefront, we're fucked. Like 137 times over. It's a good thing China just likes us.
Oh my god. China likes money more than they like global domination.
I think China likes America. Well, they don't fucking like America. I think China likes Ireland.
Does Russia like you?
Yeah, Russia likes us.
Okay, then you're probably good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Like, the country that likes us the most, I think, is Poland, though.
Poland likes Ireland the most.
Yeah, dude, you see, whenever I was like 13, 12, maybe?
Can you Google who likes Ireland the most?
That's literally what I'm doing.
It's Poland. It's definitely Poland. Because we got an influx of Polish immigrants back in like just the turn of like the millennium, and they just annexed themselves into Ireland perfectly. So like Ireland and the Poles, they just got on like fucking houses on fire. So we just love Poland now. The Poles are class. We love them.
I mean, so there's an Irish comedian in America here that he's absolutely hilarious, and part of his lineup is that. So, like, there was a lot of immigration from Ireland going pretty much everywhere within the last century. And he's talking about, like, Irish immigration to America, Irish immigration to Mexico. And apparently there's a very high concentration of Irish heritage in Mexico because the Irish immigrated to America. Famously, that did not go over well initially.
We built your fucking country, and then you were assholes to us.
There was a war between the U.S. and Mexico at some point. I don't remember which one it was, but it was very short-lived. And the U.S. recruited a bunch of the Irish immigrants to fight against Mexico with the promise of citizenship afterwards. And so then the Irish soldiers went and met the Mexican soldiers, and they got along, like, great. And so they're like, why are we fighting for America? The Mexican soldiers are, like, real great guys. And so they switched sides and fought the U.S. for Mexico and then just went back to Mexico after the war.
That's so fucking weird. We were watching, me and Ems were watching Law and Order last night, and there was, like, an Irish hitman in it and all, and they were, like, talking about how, after, like, the Irish ceasefire, the IRA were out of work, so they all just went to South America and started training narco-terrorists over there, and I was like, is this true? And then I googled it, and it was like, yeah, that was a fucking big thing that happened in, like, the 80s. Like, a bunch of IRA members just went to Colombia and Venezuela and shit, and I was like, oh, that's how I find out about this. It's an episode of SVU.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
so,
you guys were really mean to us, Mist. And I still hold it against you.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Noth, but early America was mean to a lot of people. If you were not a Protestant white guy...
Ooh! Boo! Presbyterians!
It was... No, wait. Was it Protestant?
Yeah, it would have been white Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
Thank you. Yeah, because what was it? England was like, you can't be Protestant here, and we were like, all right, then we'll be Protestant over there.
Yeah, like I still remember what is the signs? No blacks, no dogs, no Irish.
There were signs like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fucked up.
Incredibly fucked up.
Because
Insanely fucked up.
I understand America is dipped in racism, so the like no blacks, no dogs thing is like that there. But then just to add no Irish on the bottom of it just sent like super left field.
I mean, if you think about it, racism as a whole doesn't make any sense. So
No, racism as a whole doesn't make sense. However, no, just
don't, Noth. We barely got away with episode 1 with the with the Harvey Weinstein chat. I don't need you bringing like racism into this, okay?
Listen, you saw what Darkness wrote in the fucking cesspit, where he was like, I kind of agree with Noth on the Harvey Weinstein thing. Like, it makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
You know, one little handy J to Harvey Weinstein, and I'm the next Ryan Gosling. I'm okay with that.
Anyway.
oh yeah, okay, sandbag that. What the fuck?
I'm absolutely sandbagging that.
Hey, where did Ryan Gosling start, Miss?
That's a good question.
Because I know where he started, because I was watching it a couple of weeks ago.
Did you make it up?
What, like his first move? Did you make...
Fuck you!
He was a child actor on the Disney Channel's Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Mickey Mouse Club.
He was given a 2-year contract as a Mouseketeer.
I want that in my resume. I want to be a Mouseketeer.
This is so mean. Literally the 3rd line on his Wikipedia page. It's like, he was a 12-year-old, attended an audition in Montreal for the Disney Channel's Mickey Mouse Club, was given a 2-year contract as Mouseketeer and moved to Orlando, Florida. Line 3, he appeared on screen infrequently because other children were considered more talented. That's so mean!
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose the Mickey Mouse Club thing makes sense. But I was watching, I think it's the 2nd episode of the Goosebumps TV show. He's in it like an 11-year-old, 12-year-old Ryan Gosling, and I was like Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like,
oh, look right there.
Have you been making up Ryan Gosling facts?
He worked alongside Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they were all on that Mickey Mouse Club thing. What is the Mickey Mouse Club?
What's that?
What is the Mickey Mouse Club?
Well, it doesn't exist anymore as far as I know. It's basically like a children's TV show variety hour as far as I can tell.
Oh, it was a variety show? That's weird. Didn't Justin Timberlake... It was like, they would do like sketches and then like musical numbers and stuff. It was like... I don't even know what to compare it to, actually.
It was an American variety TV show that aired intermittently from 1955 to 1996 and returned briefly to social media in 2017.
1955? What the fuck?
It's been around a long time. I mean, it's Disney, dude. Stuff they make they make their money off of stuff that's been around for a century.
Yeah, you know that big racist Walt Disney? It was him. He did it. What was it? Was he a Nazi or was he?
He was a piece of shit. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
If there was just like...
Do you want to know? Hold on, Miss. Do you want to know a fact I know about Walt Disney? His head is buried underneath Disney Park.
No, come on.
He's cryogenically frozen underneath Disneyland. That's a fact I know about Walt Disney. He's gonna come back as... No. Whenever America starts falling again, he's gonna be resurrected as Mecha Disney, and he's gonna be in a big suit. They're gonna unfreeze him.
Mecha Disney.
Yeah. And he's gonna be like, show me Andy Warhol, and then he's gonna try and kill him.
Ems, I have a question. I mean, you live with Noth. Does he just like randomly come out of his office and be like, Walt Disney's head's frozen under the amusement? Like, you'll be like watching a TV show or playing a game, and he just like comes out of his room like, you don't understand. Hit the head. It's frozen under the theme park. Does he do that?
Yeah.
I hit her with like random facts, and then she's like, "I don't think that's true," and I'm like, "It fucking is true." And then she'll like Google it in front of me, and she'll be like, "No, it's not. Look, you idiot." And I'm like, "Fuck you," and then I just leave.
You could at least Google it yourself.
Where's the fun in that?
I'm the middleman between him and people.
Yeah, I want to spread misinformation to as many people as possible, alright? Like, did you know that on the Poltergeist set, the guy that made Poltergeist killed 2 kids?
Well, let me go ahead and Google that.
He killed them with a helicopter.
What are those white things next to your 360 games? The rectangles.
Chocolate?
Yeah, they're the chocolates that Wolfhard Spell sent me with my German games.
Okay.
Are you talking...
Yeah.
So, 4 cast members died during the filming of Poltergeist.
2 of them died with a helicopter blades cut their heads off.
Let's see here.
And
One of
2
them
children.
died of cardiac arrest. Let me see here. One of them was strangled to death by her partner. Let's see here. One of them died of stomach cancer.
Show me 2 kids in a helicopter.
I think that's a different movie.
Fuck, that might be a different movie. Who's the guy that made Blues Brothers?
Fucking...
So, yeah, first off, hang on. Before we move on to this supposed other movie...
Lucci?
Noth, have you seen Poltergeist?
No.
You... So, hang on a sec. So, Noth, just as someone who has not seen Poltergeist, at what part in the movie about a family living in a cursed house does a helicopter come into play?
They're coming out of the TV, Clarissa, or whatever.
That's The Ring. That's not Poltergeist.
Oh. They're fucking... Who's the guy that made I'm blue balls on myself. Who's the guy that made Blues Brothers?
I will look it up. So here's the thing, there is a rather gruesome piece of information about Poltergeist that I thought you were going to hit us with.
Okay, good.
And I will tell you that as I look up the director of Blues Brothers.
I got the information.
Show me 2 kids in a helicopter.
It's the Twilight Zone movie.
So we'll cover that in a second. Noth, would you like a piece of information about Poltergeist that is true?
Yeah.
So, there's a scene where one of the actresses is like, she's in a slick of like mud, and she's up to like her neck in mud, and there's bodies around her.
They used real skeletons.
They used real bodies for that.
I didn't spread misinformation about that one motherfucker, but I also lied about what movie it was, because I said that was Indiana Jones's.
So, yeah, the scene where she's like up to her neck in like mud and rainwater, and like there's bodies like surfacing all around her, those are real corpses.
Yeah,
like of real dead people. So like the head that's like resting on her shoulder, and it's just like a skeleton with like flesh still on it. That's a real person.
Yep.
You should know what movie that was from, because I'm pretty sure Red Letter Media covered that, because I remember hearing that. So you should have known that.
And
I'm disappointed.
Do you know why they use the real bodies?
Because they wanted to scare her properly.
They're cheaper. It was cheaper to acquire real human remains than it was to make fake ones.
Joe was like instantly like, it's cheaper.
Someone's like, someone here is walking the earth at this very moment, not realizing that their grandmother co-starred in Poltergeist. Good Lord.
Yeah, Joe, so it was Twilight Zone then, where the 2 kids get decapitated by a helicopter.
Yeah.
And that was made by the guy that made Blues Brothers.
Are you sure?
Yep,
was it?
Yeah, that movie was made by the guy that did Blues
Did you
Brothers.
Google this?
Nope, I just know that for a fact because his son is a piece of shit, but a really good screenwriter.
The Blues Brothers director was directed by John Landis.
John Landis, and his son is Max Landis, who is a human pile of shit, but is one of the best screenwriters in Hollywood. He wrote Chronicle, American Ultra. He did like a couple of movies.
He is right.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Noth is correct. Right. There's an entire section on the Wikipedia page, Twilight Zone deaths and legal action against Landis.
What? Wasn't The Omen another movie that had like a bunch of deaths attached to it when they shot it? I'm pretty sure like 8 people died like on set when they were doing The Omen.
I thought it was The Exorcism.
The Exorcism isn't a movie, Joe.
Apparently
that hit movie, The Exorcism.
I'm thinking The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Emily Rose you're thinking of.
The Omen did have a cursed production. Lead actor Gregory Peck was flying to London, and during the flight, lightning struck his plane, which is not necessarily unheard of. However, executive producer Mace Neufeld's plane was also struck by lightning while en route to Los Angeles. And that's twice in the span of only a few weeks. Then, writer David Seltzer's plane was also struck by lightning. And then while filming in Rome, lightning narrowly missed striking producer Harvey Bernard. So apparently lightning really did not want this film to be made.
Apparently none of them people were ever grounded as a kid.
Let's see here.
Ooh, you're gonna sandbag that joke?
No, there's more.
What? That's the best. That's the best joke I've ever made, and they sandbagged it.
Doubtful. You've made funnier ones.
Grounded, lightning. Oh fuck, dude. I hate this podcast so much.
I am specifically going to edit in cricket sounds.
There was thievery going on there. I got stolen from that one. There was didn't somebody get killed by like a car in like France or Spain when they were shooting The Omen? Like a car rolled down a hill and killed them.
How do you know all this just offhandedly?
Wait, are you reading it? Is it a thing that happened?
No, I'm trying to. It looks like there was a rash of explosions in London set by the IRA, which affected filming.
Oh yeah, it wasn't us. It wasn't us.
Liz Moore, assistant to John Richardson, who is the special effects designer of the film. They were driving in the Netherlands, and then along the way were in a horrible car accident. Oh. She was decapitated.
Oh. Thick.
So that's apparently that's not a fun film.
I know another piece of Hollywood history. Yeah, the one I told you yesterday. Hollywood actress Mariska Hargitay.
Yep.
Mariska Hargitay.
Don't tell me you're gonna pull the Love Guru bullshit on me.
You got that reference? Oh my
God, love that movie. It's dumb.
Me and my mom do that all the time when we talk about Mariska Hargitay. Like, it's just a thing that's been ingrained in us since we've been super young. I love that shit. But whenever she was like 6 or 7, she was in the backseat of her car, and her mum, who was a famous actress, I can't remember her name now, she was driving a convertible, and they drove into the side of an 18-wheeler, and it decapitated her mom, and her mom's head ended up in Mariska Hargitay's lap. And then, whenever the ambulance and stuff came, she was still holding her mom's head.
Oh my God.
That's crazy! And then Mariska Hargitay just was like...
How the fuck do you bounce back from that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think she's like completely blocked that out of her mind, but yeah, that's the thing that happens.
I would certainly hope so. Holy shit.
Yeah. And that's not a lie. That's not me spreading misinformation. That's truth.
We'll find out.
Yeah, because I have actually never Googled it, so I...
Noth!
What? What's the point Googling stuff, dude?
So that you know you're not spreading misinformation.
Call me misinformation, Noth, because that's what I do.
Misinformation.
I think my information's fun.
Her mother was Jane Mansfield.
Yeah, James Mansfield.
Died
Decapitated.
at 34.
Back of the court. Decapitated.
Why are you excited for this?
Because I'm right. Hit me with it.
Let's see
Come
here.
Come on, Mist. Hit me with it.
Let's see.
Can you not fucking read?
It's a long-ass listing, man. Come on.
Fucking speed read that shit.
Oh. So,
Beginning of the second paragraph. Reports that Mansfield was decapitated are untrue. Although she suffered severe head trauma, this urban legend started with the appearance of police photographs of the crashed car where the top is virtually sheared off. So she suffered head trauma. But you're once again spreading misinformation.
I really dude, I should just fucking Google stuff. Yeah, I should just Google stuff.
You need to retire.
Retire from what? Spreading misinformation to friends and family? No. I want as many people spreading misinformation as possible. Call me Twitter, because that is what I am doing right now.
Oh my goodness.
Call me X. Sorry, I forgot. Hey Joe, are you gonna try and get your your original account name off that guy who hasn't tweeted in 16 years?
I have to trademark the name.
Trademark the name?
Yeah.
Can you? Is there no way for you to get that?
The only way that I could do it is like he has to be like quote unquote impersonating like my government name basically.
Yeah.
So like if I was like an actor or whatever, and then like he like had that Twitter name or whatever, and then like he was tweeting as me, then I can get it revoked or whatever. But I mean like the dude, it's inactive, so I think the only way that I can claim it is through like a trademark or a copyright.
I mean,
so weird.
So like, I'm not out here telling you to break the rules or anything, but Twitter's kind of a shit show right now. You could just say that he's impersonating you and try and take the Twitter handle anyway.
I did it. It asked me for like photo ID and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. And you don't like big government, don't you not, Joe?
You know what you should do? Take a picture of your gamer tag and be like, "Yep, this is me."
yeah. Take a be like, "Look, I'm CoolKid Joe, motherfucker." Although Joe said to me that that guy having that account name, that handle, was a government deep state psyop.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did. You said it was a deep state psyop to go against you.
You literally cannot spread information about someone who is on the call.
Oh, come on, dude.
They can just say, no, it's not, or no, I didn't.
Let me spread misinformation about Joe. Joe's taking payments from Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Joe,
See?
I hear that the Noth Tha God gamer tag is actually owned by Ems. Noth is actually a trophy hunter. He plays PlayStation.
Don't tell anybody that. I like my 17 stacks of fucking visual novels. I love playing on the PS Vita, and I love playing 17 stacks on that alone. That's vile. That is a fucking disgusting.
Oh, it's horrible.
We're talking gamer tags. Let me pivot into this guy.
You can't really see it, but both the controller and the stand.
Hold on. The lighting is bad.
Oh, there we go. The 12th of the 2nd, when was it? 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. He's got the controller and the stand engraved.
Missed! Look, he has it engraved with CoolKid Joe. He can just take a photo of that.
Take a picture of that. Send it to Twitter. Who knows?
Send it to Twitter. Just DM Elon Musk and be like, it's me.
No. Publicly at Elon Musk and be like, "Help! Is this not proof enough for you?"
And then Elon will retweet it and then be like, "Pretty cool gamer score. Here's the account back." I don't know. Elon's pretty cool. I think he'd do it.
You guys should get one of these. These are cool to have.
The little stands?
Is that something that you can, like, order?
Yeah, geekmadedesigns.com, they hooked me up with one or whatever, but, like, when I did it...
Here we go, fucking first sponsorship.
We didn't even get product placement money for this. What the hell?
He's like, oh, yeah.
No, I don't know. No, because I was gonna have a second one for like 2 million, but like I kind of forgot about it, and then like they changed their like engraving policy, so then I had to go through like a custom thing.
Wait, what do you mean they? So not only do you have a spaghetti policy, they have an engraving policy.
No, like you can only put so many characters on it or something like that.
Oh,
And what on a big ass piece of wood?
I don't know. It's like machine cut.
It's like $10 per character.
No, I don't know what it is. Or I messaged them about it, and then like to see if they would do it, and they said they would, and then I kind of forgot about it.
They messaged back. They messaged back, and they were like, 2 million gamer score is too many zeros. We're not doing that.
Maybe
have fewer gamer score, and we'll engrave something for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the 2 million controller on my other like desk or whatever, but I don't know. This is my 1 million one, and it sits in there. So,
do you have a Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question here. Mist, get ready for this, right? Now you saw him. He had the Dark Souls games for Windows Live, right?
Yes.
It was unopened, and it was unused. Joe, is that Dark Souls 2 opened?
Yes.
Has it been used?
No.
Do you have Dark Souls 3?
Yes.
Has it been opened?
Hold on.
It absolutely has not. If he had to look for it, it absolutely has not.
Hold on. I gotta look. Hold on.
He has not played Dark Souls, dude. He has not fucking played Dark Souls.
Okay, here we go. Remastered is still sealed.
God, fuck me, dude.
2 is opened.
Okay.
And 3 is opened.
Okay. Have you played them, Joe?
I think for a little bit. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I knew it, fucking baby gamer. Oh my god, I'm taking that stand off you, Joe, and I'm throwing it in the bin.
Hold on, I'm looking now. Dark Souls 1 I've not played.
Mist, have you played any of them?
2 on Xbox One I have 4 achievements in. 3 I have not played. And Remastered I have not played.
Fuck's sake. And Joe's like, yeah, I have all this Dark Souls merch. Look at all my Dark Souls merch. And he's like, what? I don't know what the game's about though. Is it an FPS?
So I own,
and
I'm not sure if I own others. This is just off of my TA collection. I just need to go through what I have. But I own the first Dark Souls. I played it enough to get 2 achievements, and then I said, this is not for me. And so I put it back on the shelf. And then I own Dark Souls 3, but I've not played it.
So Dark Souls 3 has a code for the first one, and I don't know if it's redeemed, so giveaway, maybe.
Oh, God. Oh. That is...
Oh, there we go. Quickly, guys, screenshot it. There you go. We got it, boys. It's me. I got it.
So there we go. And just for anyone watching this, if you got the code, you need to comment that you got it and say thank you to Joe. Like, that's...
No.
You're legally obligated at this point. Leave a comment, say thank you, Joe, I got the code.
No, if you got it, don't say anything, and then spread misinformation about it.
And if you don't get it, blast me in the comments for not getting it.
Yep. And then say, Joe, it's already been redeemed, but somebody took it and didn't say anything.
You know what's hilarious is I'm editing this. I could just take it.
Yeah, you fucking cheater.
I'm not going to. I prefer the physical version. I will leave that out there for anyone who wants it. But you do have to leave a comment if you get it.
Joe collecting video games stresses me out, so he does, because I understand 360 collections, because, I mean, 360's awesome. I fucking hate Xbox One collections. And I don't know why. I just dislike...
I think I got an answer for you. It's because of shit like this. Let me just grab 2 of them or whatever. Like, the 360, all the spines are different or whatever, as long as you get, like, you know, like, as long as it's not, like, greatest hits or platinum hits and, like, a regular one. Like, all the spines look the same. And then you get shit like this. I just pulled 2 off my shelf that were next to each other.
Yeah.
One says Xbox One, and one just says Xbox. And then, like... the top has like that like 3D like printed like Xbox One logo thing on it, and then this is just like doesn't have that anymore, and it's just paper.
There's no.
Because it's a hearing, but the other one's not. That's what that is.
But they should still follow the same structure though.
Well, no, if it's for two different consoles.
But even the green band at the top is different. Like it should be, it should be level. It's like, have you ever seen the collection of that show Monk?
No.
Right, that whole show is about a detective with OCD.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the spines. The last one is like
the last one is backwards. It's backwards. So if you have the collection, it's like perfect all the way through, and then the 7th season, the last season, it's like upside down. It's the wrong way around. So it's like, it's horrible. What a bad decision.
Or it was intentional.
I don't know. I feel like that's misinformation. I feel like you're spreading. I'm sorry,
I'm not claiming that it is intentional. I said it might be intentional. You never know.
Yeah, that's a scapegoat comment there. What is that, Joe?
Fall edition of Halo 5.
The fuck is the Griffball edition?
I don't know. I won it on a Twitter contest. It's just a case. Didn't come with a game or anything.
It's not even an official case either.
It had some giveaways in it.
Okay, so in other words, that's just like fan art.
Yeah, it was. It says GriffCon 2016 on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember what that. Wait, Halo 5 is that old?
Yeah.
The fuck?
We're getting older.
Halo 5 is for Xbox One. The Xbox One came out in 2013, I think.
Yep.
So that's 3 years into the lifespan of that console.
Xbox One is now a decade old.
11 years.
That's, yeah, I don't like that. I don't... Where were you when the Xbox One came out? I remember where I was...
picking mine up.
No, were you? I didn't get my Xbox One for like 3 months after it was released, because I didn't really care, because I was still playing 360 games. Like, I think at the time it got released, I was still playing through like stuff like Killer is Dead and Lollipop Chainsaw and shit, so I was just having fun with the 360 still.
I just remember coming home or whatever and like installing Ryse Son of Rome, and it took forever, and then I beat it by like 6 in the morning.
Oh, did you just stay up all night playing Ryse?
Yeah.
That game, I have to say, that game was rough on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah. I haven't done it yet.
There is one mission in particular in it where you have to like save the Roman centurions from like the marsh people or whatever, Boudica's people, whatever the fuck it is. That mission on hard made me like be like, am I a skilled gamer? Because it was fucking testing my patience. Like, although it's a good game, but I feel like that multiplayer grind right at the end, that is just ridiculous. And basically the only way to do it is to glitch it now.
They made it easier.
With all the free coin thing?
Free coins and free potions and whatnot.
That's true. I forgot about that actually.
Because I don't know when that happened, but in the last few years, it was announced that they had updated the price to be free on those, and it's just I went in and I downloaded like hundreds of millions of coins just in case it was a glitch.
I had a shitload of that as well, because it was basically pay to win, that mode. The mode was fun though, like being in the Colosseum, and then the Colosseum level changes depending on it was cool, like a little roguelite thing. They should make a sequel to that game though. They should make a Ryse Son of Rome 2, because that game was fucking amazing.
Will never happen, unfortunately. It was made by Crytek.
Was it a Crytek game?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They are too busy doing everything they can to support Warface and Hunt Showdown currently, because those are the games that are making them money.
Yeah, isn't Hunt Showdown like? Isn't it getting delisted or something soon?
So something weird is happening. So the one that is out now that you can buy on disc is for the Xbox One. They are going to be discontinuing support for it when? Let me see here. They are going to be discontinuing support for it next month in August.
What does discontinuing support mean for us? That's the thing.
The game is relaunching on Series X, and if you are playing it on an Xbox One, you will no longer be able to play it. But your progress, which is tied to your account, when you load it up on a Series X, will remain. They've reached the hardware limitations of the last generation.
But then also, does that mean that is it gonna be a stack, or is it just gonna be a moved forward game? Like, do you know what I mean?
That's a good question. No one knows.
Yeah, because that's gonna be interesting. Because
I need to finish up my last achievement in that before next month.
Oh, are you gonna go for it just in case?
It's already basically done. I just have a grind left, and that's it.
I think I should probably start it then. I mean, I know you're doing it as well at the minute, but Forza, Horizon 4.
Yep.
Dude, I think I'm in the minority here when I say this, because all I've seen on TA is people complaining and bitching about it. That Eliminator mode is one of the most fun fucking modes I have ever played in a game, because it will make me so uncontrollably fucking angry, and then 2 minutes later it will be the funnest thing I have ever played. It is constantly swings and roundabouts. I am having so much fun with it, and then I'm getting angry at it, and I love it. I love every second of it.
Ems, you were playing that too, right? I think I saw that you completed the DLC.
Yeah.
Any opinions on Eliminator?
Yeah, thanks for the input, Ems. Jesus.
It was alright. I like Forza. Forza's good.
Thanks, Ems. You're fucking, oh my god, you're as bad as Joe. You're as bad as Joe.
I did, okay? I did say.
My god. No, like, my first Forza experience was last month. I was playing the 360 Forza Horizon 1, and I was like, dude, I was like, there's no multiplayer's all shut down, the DLC's all gone, so I can just play this game, the single player, and I can get everything in it, and then I can just shelve it, you know, and dude, I had so much fucking fun with that game. So as soon as I finished it, I started Forza Motorsport, and I was like,
two very different things.
Two very, very different games.
Motorsport is more akin to F1.
Yeah, and then I went and did Forza Motorsport, or Forza Horizon 4, and like Ems was beside me whenever I had started it, because she's played all them Horizon games. Dude, as soon as that game loaded up, I was like, this is fucking gorgeous. Like, I have played a lot of games in my time. That Forza Horizon 4 is one of the most beautiful fucking games I've ever seen.
Have you tried 5?
No, wait, I did. I played 5 for like 3 minutes. Okay, so actually, you know what? I spread misinformation about my fucking self there. I played Forza Horizon 5 like 3 years ago for about 5 minutes to get an achievement in it, because it was on my streak and I had forgot about it, and it was on Ems's like Xbox, and I was like, oh, I'll just fucking load this up later. And yeah, that game was beautiful at the start. So yeah, I spread misinformation about myself. Sorry, Forza Horizon 1 was not my first Horizon game.
So the one piece of information that I have somehow managed to retain from Forza Horizon 5 is, so obviously the game takes place in Mexico. They sent, so obviously they do their best to recreate the country that it's taking place in, like 4 is in the UK, and 5 took place in Mexico. They sent a team to Mexico with special, like, cutting-edge cameras and computer programs to capture data about the sky in Mexico, like just how the sky looks, and recreate it as accurately as possible in the game. So when you are looking at the sky in Forza Horizon 5, it's as if you are in Mexico looking at the sky.
They do that in Motorsport too.
What? No?
Your mic was cutting out a load there.
Oh, sorry. What'd you miss?
No. I heard you. I heard enough of you. But it's like sending teams whenever you're developing a video game to like things is really weird to me, because I don't know if you ever heard. Do you remember the game Deadly Premonition?
Yes.
Yes, I've never played it.
Well, Swery65, the guy that made it, he took a bunch of his team to America.
Oh no.
Right?
Oh no.
To go and stay in hotels around there, and then they would record like ambient noise of like, you know, the fucking neon tube lighting and stuff?
The buzzing.
Yeah, the buzzing and shit, and they would just do that, and they did that for like a month, and then they went back, and then they just made the game. So when you're in the hotel and you hear that like neon shit and all go, that's just because they went to America and recorded all that stuff just to see what it was like in an American hotel.
So like what? Did they go to like a combination of like 5-star hotels and then like dingy motels?
Hold on. Before you start asking him questions, why don't you look to see if it's true?
That is true. I am telling you right now, that is a true piece of information.
But you saying it's true could also be misinformation.
Yeah, it could be actually. Joe, what the fuck? You're on my side here, Joe. What the hell?
So I'm gonna leave that as inconclusive.
Oh, damn it.
Because I can find nothing showing that yes, it was done, nor something showing it wasn't. So we're going to have to take Noth's misinformation-filled word at this.
This is Cesspit Mythbusters.
Yeah, very much.
Mythbusters.
It's just me lying about video game lore. That's what the entire fucking thing is going to be now. But, like, it is Swery65. Swery, this is going to sound so weird. It's going to be really weird. I met Swery, like, years ago.
Hang on, let me Google that.
I met Swery years ago, and he ended up adding me on Facebook, and it was my birthday a couple of days later, and Swery wrote on my Facebook wall, and he was like, "Oh, happy birthday, dude! Pleasure meeting you, blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, Swery." And then a guy who I'm friends with, who loves like Swery's video games and stuff, he commented underneath it. He was like, "Why the fuck is Swery65 wishing you happy birthday?" I was like, I didn't met him before. We were drinking for like 3 hours.
That's amazing. I have a friend who he is exactly like the situation you've just described, where he will go and meet famous people, not like Brad Pitt level famous, but just like internet celebrities or micro celebrities and whatnot, and then like he somehow manages to like talk his way into whatever they're doing or whoever they're with, and they're just like, oh, this guy's cool, he can come with us. Like, my friend has Moist Critical friended on old school RuneScape. And has spoken with him on multiple different occasions. And it's like, how did you even get to talk with Critical at that point? Like, he streams to 65,000 people regularly. How are you the one out of that 65,000 that he's like, oh yeah, this guy, he's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. I got him. His esports team bodied a friend of ours team like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. But he was saying like he was coming up against Moist Critical's esports team, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was like, yeah, Moist has an esports team, and I was like, what?
It's like Moist Esports or something.
Yeah, the Moist Esports, and I can't remember what they were playing. I don't think it was League, it was something else, but he was like, yeah, they just destroyed us, like, we won nothing. And I was like, oh, how does it feel to get beaten by an internet celebrity's esports team, even though you're paid to play video games professionally? And he was like, didn't feel great, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't watch very much of his stuff or whatever, but like I watched this video where he was opening like one of the alpha boxes or whatever of Magic cards, and then like it played another one after that where he was talking about the esports team, and he had apparently had like a huge problem with immigration here and getting them in.
Yeah, that was this is years ago. Whenever we were on the SG, whenever we had started doing Overwatch like stuff for contenders and things like that, there we had like four Russian guys just couldn't go to the States to play any of the cup games or whatever. Like all them guys like visas and shit got like denied straight away. I think South Koreans got hit really hard with it at the time as well, because it was like esports, and I think like I don't know whatever way visas work in America, but like yeah, a lot of them dudes just got denied entry and nobody could like play.
Looking at the past and present roster of, because the Wikipedia page for Moist Esports lists the whole, roster.
Yeah.
I am seeing a handful of Australia and Canada and one person from Thailand.
Yeah, it must have been the Australians then.
Yep.
That's such a weird, like, because as far as I know, normally isn't the U.S. on good terms with, like, Canada and Australia as far as, like, immigration goes.
Yeah.
So
I feel like but yeah, maybe it's weird because like America's like all the Australians want to come here, but no one wants to go to Australia because it's 10 million fucking degrees, and only like 2 places on Australia are livable.
We literally talked about this on episode 1.
Oh, did we? Never mind then. Never mind.
No, so hang on a sec. So Noth, what are the 2 or 3 biggest cities in Australia? Because you directly spoke about them.
Oh, did I? Oh, Brisbane, Queensland, and New South Wales?
Perth?
Oh, Perth?
Sydney?
Oh, and Sydney. Fucking, okay. Dude, I don't retain information like that. We've came to the conclusion that I only retain false information.
Well, you are correct in that you only retain false information because you said Brisbane, which was correct. That's one of the major cities. And then followed it up with Queensland and New South Wales, which are like regions, not cities.
Oh, wait, it's close enough. What the fuck? What do you want from me?
Queensland is the region that Brisbane is in.
Oh, well, okay.
New South Wales is the region that contains Sydney and Melbourne. And then there's Perth as well.
Where's the big opera house that looks like a bunch of plates?
The Sydney Opera House?
Oh, fuck you. I didn't... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Whatever, dude. It's... I didn't even start drinking. By the way, I just Ams woke me up and I just came over in here. Like, I should have been drinking alcohol for this because now I look way worse that I'm just dumb even without alcohol.
You should have drank Jack Daniels, the thing that got
you... Hell yeah, dude!
Drink Jack Daniels, the thing that got you to start doing the podcast in the first place.
I know, dude. Oh my god, dude! I don't know if I might have talked about this. Maybe. I don't know. Me and Ems went out with a bunch of friends of ours last week to like a big fucking arcade over here.
Okay.
So I didn't talk about it. Okay, good.
I mean, if it happened last week, you didn't talk about it on the last episode.
Oh yeah, because it was 2 weeks ago. You only released it last week. Okay, I remember now. The timeline has been secured. I remember. But we went and played bowling and shit, right? And whenever we got in, my friend Connor, he was like Connor from fucking True Achievements as well. Like, he was like, oh, they do alcohol in here as well. I was like, fucking what? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, so I get to drink beers and play bowling? And he was like, yeah. So me and him went up to the bar. They all got ready at the bowling lane and shit, right? And the guy was like, oh, what do you want? And we were like, oh, Bud Light or Coors, whatever. And he was like, you have to buy like a hot dog or a burger because they have like a liquor license or something like that there. And I was like, oh, that's okay. How much is the burger or whatever? He was like, oh, it's like £6 for the hot dog. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. How much is the beer? And he was like, oh, well, what do you want? Do you want a pitcher or do you want a glass? And I was like, did you say a pitcher?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, how much is the pitcher? And he was like, 15 or 16. And I was like, yeah. And it was like 5 pints. So it worked out way cheaper than if I was just buying pints. And I was like, yeah. So Ams didn't know it. So Ams was getting ready to the thing with the bowling on. And I just rolled up with this big pitcher of alcohol. And Ams was like, what the fuck? And I was like, look. Just drinking out of the fucking...
Straight out the pitcher. Straight out the pitcher.
The guy was like, do you want a glass? And I was like, nope, just the pitcher, buddy.
Wait, you drank out of the... Nah, that's some real degen shit.
Oh, that was actual degenerate shit. And it,
I think
here.
he had like 3 pictures.
Yeah, 3 pictures, dude.
What?
Yeah, and then, dude, and then afterwards we went back to like our friend's house and we just bought like a big case of beer then as well. So it was a good night. It was a great time.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Mist, I just love alcohol. I'm a fully functioning alcoholic at this stage.
You can like alcohol. I like alcohol.
No.
Granted, I don't really drink beer. I drink either ciders or seltzers.
I like both of those. I like ciders and seltzers. I'm not like a big whiskey, rum, nothing like that. I don't like wine. you know, I'm more just like, just give me beer or cider and I'm good. However, I fucking adore those quote-unquote girly drinks. So, like, give me a fucking daiquiri, give me a wine cooler, like, give me all that shit, because if I can drink something and get drunk and I am having a fun time tasting the thing, then it's just a win-win situation for me.
Like, so you go to a bar and they're like, okay, well, you're here to get drunk either way. Do you want your drink to taste like a mango mixed martini, or do you want it to taste like the drippings from a dumpster?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with the mango one, dude.
I'm going with the strawberry beach woohoo. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, of course I'm gonna fucking drink that.
It sounds delicious, and it probably tastes better. No, I used to be a hard liquor person when I was in college. Is very much of the mindset of, I will drink the strongest drink because that means I get drunk faster.
Yeah.
And then I had a very bad night where I drank 2/3 of a handle of Fireball. Which, do you know what that is?
Yeah, that is Fireball.
Cinnamon whiskey.
Fireball alone is a fucking dangerous drink. Drinking 2/3 of a jug handle is fucking bad news.
That is the one and only time I have ever blacked out. And I was playing Titanfall with a friend while I was drinking it. I don't remember most of the night past like the first third of the handle. And I woke up the next morning sick as a dog. And I saw that the handle was empty, and I texted my friend, and I'm like, what happened last night? And she told me, she's like, you were really good at Titanfall. Like, after you started talking nonsense about an hour and a half into the session, but the skill level just went...
Yeah, the more liquor, the better.
And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, you were getting like 40 plus kills a match. And I'm like, how?
You know what's interesting about this, Joe? Is we can go and look at his Titanfall Xbox 360 achievements and see the exact night that he got drunk. And if it is a fucking weekday, we know he's a degenerate piece of shit.
I think it was a Friday night.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't remember most of that evening.
Last time I had Fireball? Oof.
Yeah, no. After that incident, I literally, even just the smell of cinnamon whiskey makes me sick to my stomach.
We went to the casino. We went to Foxwoods, and it was one of my friend's birthdays, and like we were gonna go gamble, but we grabbed something to eat first. We drank a shitload in the hotel room or whatever, and then we went to the casino, and we sat down in the California Pizza. Actually, I remember that. And then I remember ordering food, and then I passed out in the plate in front of me, and then I got up, and I threw up on the floor to the side of me on my buddy's shoes, and then like one of my buddies is like, I'm so sorry, and she's like, no, okay, this happens, and I remember, and then I threw up again, and then one of my buddies got embarrassed. I don't know. One of my buddies got embarrassed that, like, I did that. So they're like, get him to the bathroom. So then, like, I followed her into the women's bathroom.
Oh, fuck me, Joe.
And then I ran to one of the stalls. I lost my hat in the bathroom or whatever. And then I'm like, walking out or whatever. And some lady comes up to me. She's like, excuse me, I think you're in the wrong bathroom. And I'm just like, yeah, that shit'll happen. And then I just walked out.
Oh, Joe. Yeah, Joe, you can never drink Fireball ever again. Legally, you're a menace. I feel bad.
I'm more lord of the story. And then the next day, we went to the casino, and we walked by it, and I was like, oh, I want a pizza or whatever. And they're like, no, you can't go in there. And then one of the waitresses pointed at me, and I was like, there he fucking is.
Like, fucking through the window and just be like, no, you're not coming in here, dude.
Joe, Batman himself could not have gotten that story out of me.
No, that is Joe, you fucking degenerate.
Holy shit.
I think cinnamon with alcohol is I've never heard like a fun story when people have alcohol with cinnamon in it. So that stuff like fucking Fireball or like there's I can't remember the name of it, but there's a shot, like a shot thing, and I can't remember what it is, and it's just pure fucking cinnamon, and like you take 2 shots of it and you're done, you're blacked out, like. And
you're talking about schnapps?
Is it schnapps? It might be schnapps. Schnapps sounds about right, but like, know. Oh god, that's sickly sweet. Like alcohol, I can't stand that stuff.
I just drink Long Islands when I go out now.
Oh my god, dude, Long Islands are the most fucking insanely dangerous alcohol a person can drink, because you will never taste something as tasty in your fucking life, and you will take 5 of them, but you will not remember past the second one. Like,
yeah. No, when we go to like a big Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or whatever, we always go out to like eat after, and I haven't eaten all day. So like I'll get like yeah, no, so like I'll have 2 of them and I'll just be like toast by the second one. And like there's always like 14 of us like going out to eat. So like our food takes forever to come. Yeah. So like I just keep drinking them or whatever. And then like
you're like top me up. Yeah, like 2 more.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so like one of my buddies wanted to talk like to one of the waitresses, and I'm like 3 of them deep, and I haven't eaten like all day or whatever. And he's like, I want to talk to the waitress, but I don't know how. And I'm like, bro, just fucking do it. And he's like, how do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know, just ask her something to start conversation. He's like, what do I ask her? So I'm like, I don't fucking know. Just ask her what her favorite dinosaur is.
Yo, for fuck's sake! You're actually a menace.
Like, not only is Ems, I think you're muted.
No, I don't. I'm charging my phone. It's weird.
Oh, there we go. What did you say?
I said I would take that as an opening question.
Thank you. But you're weird.
Oh?
Oh yeah.
No, well, yeah, no, that's true. We're all gamers here. We're all misinformation spreading gamers here.
Joe.
Yeah, so like he wouldn't talk to her or whatever. So he's like, I can't just ask her what her favorite dinosaur is. I'm like, why the fuck not? Just do it or whatever. And then she like came over and he chickened out. So then the next time she came over, I'm like, excuse me, miss, I have a question. And she's like, oh, what's up, honey? And I'm like, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Did she answer?
She did. She said Triceratops.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to agree with Noth here, Joe. You are legally defined as a menace. Holy shit. Not only is like just randomly asking your waitress what her favorite dinosaur is, like with the intent of like flirting, just a bad idea. But you're just like, go for it. Like it was your idea and you're like, do this.
I'm like, Joe, this waitress is really cute. I want to talk to her, but I'm shy. Joe on his 7th fucking Long Island is like, ask her what her favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Joe? I feel like Joe would be a good wingman 2 Long Islands in, and then anything after that, he's just a terrible wingman.
No, because he said he was trashed by the second one, which means 1.5.
Oh, no, that is true, actually.
I mean, I guess it depends how much food is in me now. I didn't eat the whole day.
Are you going to eat today before your Yu-Gi-Oh tourney?
No.
Are you going to keep us updated on your wins?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it whenever, like, I'll randomly look at the CessCast Discord, and it'll be, like, literally no fucking context whatsoever, and it'll just be Joe saying 1-0. And I'll be like, oh, Joe's at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
I've started doing that for Magic pre-releases.
Yeah. Dude, you guys are so lucky that you have, like, just little tournaments and shit going on that you can go to. Like,
we have them too.
We do not, dude. Ireland doesn't really have a big nerdy scene, if you know what I mean. Like, there's a couple of things here or there, but they're only held in, like, Dublin, you know, and it's, like, once a year sort of shit. Unfortunate, but... Because I'd like to even go and hang out and watch a tournament, not even play or anything, because I just think that stuff's interesting. But Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like, is specifically weird. It's interesting to me that you guys even have Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Like, I thought Yu-Gi-Oh died 20 years ago. And then Joe will be in just putting photos in of him at a tournament with like 800 people at it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's just a fucking huge thing.
When I went to the YCS in Philadelphia, I think there was 2,600 players.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
Like, there's some, like, esports events that don't even get that amount of people going to them, and they're big deals, do you know what I mean? And yet you got 2,600 big nerds being like, I'm Kaiba! Or whatever the fuck that guy says. My blue icy white dragon defeats
Blue
your...
Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, my blue eyes white dragon defeats your dark magical girl. That's my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge, by the way.
I'll go with it.
You have three stores in Dublin.
Oh, yeah, see, Dublin. Like...
Yeah, that's the capital.
Yeah, but, like, we don't have anything anywhere else.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, is it's like, yeah, of course you're going to have LGSs at the capital of the country.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know where he lives or whatever, so, like, I don't know what... I just typed in Ireland, and that's what came up, or it just, like, defaulted to Dublin, so I don't know if there's anything over there.
Ireland's really small, so if I get on a bus, it's like an hour away. You know what I mean? Like, so...
I mean, you could say that like 137 Irelands fit into China.
Yeah, that is true.
Name a town near you.
Belfast.
Belfast? Okay. In the UK?
Yeah.
Okay. There's two near you.
No, on the Isle of Man.
No, there's two near you. There's one called Seventh Dimension, and there's one called Dragon Scale Card Gaming. One's in Lisburn, the other's in Belfast.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that Seventh Dimension place before. Yeah.
I think we talked about that before.
I'm pretty sure something...
I think it was the one people.
Yeah. I like those like weird board game nights that like some of them nerdy stores do. Like there's a really cool nerdy store here called Forbidden Planet. And it's just like a bunch of like anime statues, and obviously they got Funko Pops and stuff, but they have like a bunch of like just cool shit comic books and all. And then there's another store that is like, hey, come on in and check out board games, and also we're gonna have board game nights. And I'm like, that's so fucking cool, but also I don't want to have to go and hang out with a bunch of people I don't know playing a board game that I don't know. I'd rather just go and play fucking Warhammer 40k with a bunch of people instead in the Warhammer store, the Games Workshop store. Which is arguably 1,000 times better than playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's be completely honest here, because it's fucking Warhammer.
That is a hobby that I am not eager to get into.
We still
Huh?
have the set to paint.
Oh yeah, the fucking Space Marines and the Tyranids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's a good hobby, but it is an extremely expensive one. However, since Joe has been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And you've been talking about Magic, and then I've been looking up some of the stuff about it, they are as equally, if not more expensive, and it's just cardboard.
I mean, it depends on how much you buy. Like,
well, even some of them little booster packs you guys were showing, you know, some of them were like super expensive for only like a handful of cards.
You might be talking about the collector boosters, which that's the whole point.
Yeah, well, like
a normal booster pack of Magic is like $6 US.
Oh no, the stuff you guys were sharing were like $49.99, shit like that.
Oh,
yeah,
those
that's
are
the collector packs.
Oh.
When the elite trainer boxes for Pokemon or whatever, I don't know, the booster pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is $5 or $4.59 I think now, $4.59, and then the rarity collection too is it's $10 US, just because it's like it has like premium rarities in it and stuff.
So what the heck? Yu-Gi-Oh is really just like setting good prices for its players. Magic's out here like $10 though? Like that's a third the price of a Magic pack.
Yeah, I don't know. The new set or whatever, there's this new like archetype in it called Fiendsmith or whatever, and everybody's like wants to leave the game because of how expensive it is. The pre-order prices for them are like $110 each for one card, and you need 3 of them. And then there's another card that's going to be like $60-something probably, and you need 3 of those, and then...
So it's like Nadu from the newest Modern Horizons set, where it's just pay 3 mana to make your opponent leave the table.
Yeah, my buddy pre-ordered the core from like Gamer's Choice in New York. I think he spent $370 for it.
No
just
thanks.
the core of those.
I
And
mean,
you need them.
I look at us being like, whoa, $370 for these cards. That's crazy. Anyway, here's my Wally Korea. It's like he's like, yeah, it's the same fucking thing. Do you know what I mean?
Here's my death mark.
I still need to fucking get that.
Same.
I posted.
Like,
Oh,
because what is it? China only?
Japan only.
Japan only?
Here's my $300 copy of Occultic 9.
I have that.
You were talking about that, Joe, right? And I was like, there's no fucking way that game's $300. And then I went and checked my like install list, and I have it to install. And then I looked at it, and then I was like, oh, me and Ams have done it. And I was like, why is it so expensive? And you were like, Noth, it's because it's physical, you fucking dickhead. And I was like, oh yeah, I actually completely forgot. I was like, I own that $300 game. And then he was like, yeah, digitally, you fucking dumbass. I completely just forgot when he was talking about it.
What else do I have over here? Do I have anything else cool?
Oh, I like Joe's chair. I like Joe's chair that says Boston on it.
Yeah.
Joe, you've got too many video games. Like, did you ever just want to not get any more?
Says the man who had a mountain of a single game behind him last episode. Yeah, that right there. This guy's like, oh, you've got too many video games.
Here you go.
Oh, I bought that the other week.
How much did you pay for it?
How much did I pay for it? I think like $125.
That's not bad.
Why? Just buy it digitally.
Because I want the disc.
Oh God, no! Because this is. Oh my God, This is why I don't understand Xbox One collectors. Oh, dude, Oh yeah, digitally. Never mind. Fuck. I was gonna be like, oh, but this up.
Second one too.
Oh,
That's
very
not
nice.
a stack though, isn't it?
Huh?
That's not a stack though.
It is.
Yeah, it's the Japanese variant.
I didn't know there was a stack of Psycho Break 2.
Yeah. What else do I have over here that's cool? Anything else?
It's interesting that they released those, and then we got the Windows versions of them, but they didn't give us like 0Z versions of the Windows ones.
Yeah.
I want to like
GTA
that.
5 Japan.
Yep.
Do you know that's a game? I played GTA 5 for 25 minutes, I think, and then I went, yeah, no, that's fine. And then I just never went to it again, and that was whenever it came out, and I was like, yeah, I don't really care about this. And then all of a sudden, like a year later, it was like, GTA 5 makes $25 trillion in its first year. I was like, what the fuck? The game was terrible. What do you mean?
Not a few of these.
Gonna be honest with you, Joe, didn't know there was a physical version of the Xbox One versions of those.
Oh no, they're standard, and these are the collector's ones.
They're cool as shit.
Yeah, the only problem is, what's it called? The first one, the box is fucked up, because the way that Best Buy shipped it, or whatever, they sliced the box on somewhere on it, or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I can see the top of it as well.
Yeah.
You ever wonder how Joe just has all this stuff within arm's reach?
I like the Joe, like me and Joe agree with a lot of like really dumb stuff, but I was happy that Joe agreed with me on the don't nod games, like those, because we were talking about like representation in video games, you know, like sexuality in particular.
Yeah.
And about how stuff like, it feels like a lot of people, particularly indies, are doing stuff where like the main character's gay and might be trans and also polyamorous and tee-hee-hee, we're different, and it's like there's thousands of those games, and I feel like people are doing it just for some sort of like social points. However, Don't Nod did their stuff with sexuality and like representation perfectly with
Natural.
yeah, with the Life is Strange games. The trans stuff in Tell Me Why is perfectly done, in my opinion anyway. And like I
haven't
love
played that one yet. I keep meaning to.
It feels like it like fits, and it doesn't feel forced, and like it's very like organic.
Yeah. Like if you're like, I don't give a shit about representation and people being in video games, but I feel like whenever you're like just putting it in for the sake of putting it in, you're lowering the effect of your game. Whereas in like Life is Strange and Tell Me Why or whatever, because it's natural and they've built it as part of the story, you don't care about it, you don't even really notice it that much, and you're siding with your characters more, and I love shit like that.
So you're saying it's like if you're putting it in to a game just for the sake of putting it in, it kind of diminishes the whole point of the reason of being there, which, I mean, there's definitely merit to that. It's like you want it to be organic because that's how it is in real life. People just exist, and it's just going out of your way to be like, oh, we have this. It diminishes the whole point of, it's like, no duh, people just exist. Like that's kind of the whole point.
Like in Life is Strange, like playing as Max, and then it's like Max is obviously gay, and I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't really know that, but this is cool now, and now I care about the feelings that she has towards Chloe and how she feels about her and all. I'm like, oh, I'm super on her side here. I love this. Whereas there is games who are just putting stuff out there just for the sake of it. And the one that comes to mind is that Validate game. That was fucking insane.
Not heard of that one.
It's a baby game. It's a visual novel, but it is just
all over the place.
It is fucking insane. It is like I am a large POC lesbian woman, and it's just doing all this crazy shit, and I'm like, none of this is done in a way that makes me care about anything here. But then I find out that the person that made it is just a piece of shit. So like she put up on Twitter, she was like, thanks for buying my game. Also, I don't hire any white people at my company. And I was like, oh, dude, okay, so you're actually just a racist. Like, she got fucking called out for that. She had to delete a whole bunch of posts and all over it.
He is correct on that.
Yeah, that's not misinformation. She just was straight up like, no whiteys allowed here. I was like, oh, you can't do that, dude. That's literally discrimination. That's like baseline discrimination.
Hang on a sec. I'm just trying to read more about this.
Yeah, she was garbage, and that game was garbage.
The only thing it was good for was Leapfrog.
Oh yeah, because it has like fucking 99 achievements in it.
Yeah, that's the other weird thing that I've noticed is there's 5 achievements each worth 200 gamer score, and then there's 63 other achievements worth nothing. That's odd.
And like the achievements are stuff like, you slept with the fuckboy, and it's like, wait, you can just write that as an achievement description? Like,
wait, you can just write that as the achievement description?
Yeah, like what the hell?
Really,
yeah, it's like, yeah, all the achievement names and the achievement descriptions are like, we're so edgy, and it's like, no, you're not. You're just fucking, just stop, whatever this is. It's a bad game.
I didn't even realize this game existed. Although I will say, I like this achievement. It says the achievement name is Fish Fear Me, and then the description is Women Want Me.
Yeah,
I love that one.
There's a bunch of weird like named achievements and weird descriptors in it, but I would say don't buy that game because fuck that dev. Don't support her and just fucking steal that game. Like she is a horrible person, dude. Can you imagine me coming out like making a visual novel game about a bunch of like only straight people, and then me being like, no people of color are allowed to work on my company? Like, I would be fucking cancelled instantly for saying that.
There is absolutely a level of what's the word I'm looking for?
Controversy?
No.
Who the fuck? Yeah, pronounce that fucking word again.
Wait, did you say controversy?
Yes.
You mean controversy?
Controversy.
Did you see how me and Ams instantly just fucking went, that was like, do you remember, Ams, we watched that fucking TikTok the other day, and the guy was like, look at Iceland, you can fit it into Africa. Africa. We were like, what the fuck, why did he say it like that? Yeah. And all the comments underneath it are like, wait, hold up, say that one more time.
When I was working at GameStop or whatever, some guy came in or whatever, and he was like trying to buy something, and he was like super tired, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so fatigued."
Oh my god, that would. Hold on, Mist, have you ever worked at a video game store?
Ask that again?
Have you ever worked in a video game store?
Oh, now I understand.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yes, I've worked it too.
So 3 of us who are Gamerscore addicts have worked in a video game store. I feel like that's meth heads working at a cook shop.
Oh, it was not a good idea.
No, it was a terrible idea. I hated every day I worked at that video game store. I had parents were the worst thing to happen whenever I was working in there, because they would come in and like they would sell games back to us, right? And they would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy a new FIFA for my son or whatever," and it's like, okay. And then they would give us like 6 FIFA games to trade in, and they would be like, "This will pay the $55 for the new FIFA game," and it's like,
and then they get like $2.40.
Yeah, and they're like, but these games are FIFA games. They're very popular, and it's like, there's your fucking reasoning right there.
That's the reason, because
That's
they
the
are
whole
printed
point.
by the billions.
We literally had so many FIFAs and Call of Duties at one stage that we were just giving them to charity stores because it wasn't worth storing them. We were just going to charity stores and just giving them like 15, 20, 30 at a time. Destiny on the 360 got like that after like 2 years. We just had thousands of copies of it, but nothing will beat the FIFA surge. It was 2012, 2013, I think, and it was, yeah, I never want to deal with the public, and I never want to deal with public with video games ever again.
Same.
I got a good GameStop story for you guys. So I worked in a mall store like one time. Like the back room was like the size of like a closet, and apparently at like mall stores a lot of people pre-order games and don't pick them up. Like that's pretty like normal. So like it's obvious. It's like I worked there for like the PS2, the Xbox, and the GameCube era or whatever. So they had a ton of pre-orders on like.
Sorry, Joe. What age are you?
36.
What do you mean 36?
What do you mean?
I thought you were like 10 years younger than me. I thought you were in your 20s.
No.
I'm not the oldest person in Cesspit. Joe is. Anyway, sorry. Go on with your story. You look very young, is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you. So anyways, yeah. So a bunch of people pre-ordered Mario Party 6 and then like didn't pick it up. And their back room is like literally the size of a closet. So like, and Mario Party 6 for the GameCube had one of those GameCube microphones or whatever. So the box is like this thick, and there's just like 80 of them. So like, it went on sale one week for like $10 off or something like that. And one of the dudes that like works at like one of the flea markets literally bought all of them or whatever, like all 80 copies that were in the back seat or in the back of the store. So like GameStop's like inventory schematics or whatever, however they work, like, or algorithms.
No, I know what's about to happen.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, you sold 80 copies of this fucking game this week or whatever, so we're just gonna ship you 160 of them to restock you.
God, come on.
So you got rid of dead product that wasn't moving, and the corporate responded by sending you more.
Double.
I will say this, the one thing I liked about working in a video game store, and there was a couple of pluses, like, it wasn't all bad. Like, we had, like, pizza and beer nights, you know, in the store. Like, they would close the store, and we would just play, like, fucking Mario Party and shit, and order pizza and drink beer, you know, until, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, it was a fun environment. It's just the people ruined it. Like, the public ruined it. But, I remember I was working at the front of the store one day, and this guy came in and he had about maybe 30, 40 games to trade in, and I opened it up and there was a bunch of 360 games that I never knew existed. And our store policy, which was really cool, was like, you could just like take those and then put them on a shelf behind you and then just write your name on a bit of paper and be like, I'm going to buy these after my shift. So they would go into inventory on the thing, but you would just be keeping them for yourself. So this guy came in and it was stuff like Road to Hell Retribution, or Ride to Hell Retribution, Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom, Knight's Contract, First Crusade or Last Crusader or something like that there, and just a bunch of these really weird games I'd never heard of, and I was like, oh, there's just 360 games that exist that are really cool that I've never known about? I was like, this is awesome. And that was like my first foray into like hidden gems, if you will. Like I would just like go out of my way to find like weird games then, but like, and he was just some random guy in Ireland who had all these games and on 360. I'm sad that I never like was like, hey buddy, what's your gamer tag? You know, just because maybe he would have. Yeah, I was like, what if he was like another gamer score whore? But yeah.
What I used to do or whatever, like when we stopped taking like SNES and Genesis stuff like that or whatever, like I used to just take like them in, like if someone really wanted to trade it in or whatever, and like it was something I wanted, I would take it into something else or whatever. So like, but like I had to buy it before the end of the night, like that was like the rule or whatever, so it wouldn't sit in the inventory and so the store would make money on it. So like I took in like a Genesis and like 30 fucking games one day or whatever, and I'm like, look, I'm not supposed to take these or whatever, but like I'll put them in as something else if you really want to get rid of them. So the kid got like $35 for his Genesis, and then I had to buy it that night or whatever because like that's our store policy. So like once I buy it, like they're not in the store anymore, and then the kid or whatever is just like, oh, I want my Genesis back like like a day or two later, and I'm like, bro, it's gone. And he's like, what do you mean it's gone? And I'm like, we sold it. And then he like wants to like a corporate number for his like fucking Genesis back or whatever, and like that we're not supposed to take. Yeah.
Like the sheer number of people who don't understand, like, because I don't know how it is with you where you live, Noth, but in the States, if you're going to be buying and selling things from the general public as a store, you need to have a pawn shop license, and so people will come in to a used video game store thinking that it's like a pawn shop where you can just put things on, you can pawn them, and it's like, that's not how this works. I had a guy come in and was like, yo, can I sell you my Xbox One, but like, can you just set it aside and then I can just pick it up from you? And I'm like, no. I was like, I can take it from you and put it on our shelf with a note that's got like, if this guy comes in and wants one, give him this one. But if someone comes in and it's the only one I've got, it's being sold to them. This isn't a pawn shop.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get it through his head that it wasn't, he couldn't pawn his Xbox.
Yeah, you're not going to get money for it and then come back in and then be able to get it back.
You're going to be paying more for it too, you idiot.
Yeah. Like, there's a significant markup price on these, bro. When it came to like a video game store, right? This is weird, right? But there was so many times where I broke the rules in that store to see somebody else get what they deserved. So a guy came in one day and he had a couple of games to sell, right? But one of them was the PS2 Silent Hill 2 Collector's Edition with the sleeve, with everything, boxed, like fucking grade 10, perfect condition, right? And if he was to sell it to us, he was going to get like £8, right? Because we just have
the game.
We just have Silent Hill 2 in our system. That it doesn't say anything, right? And I looked at him and I was like, dude, come here. And he was like, what? And I was like, I know that you want to sell this shit right now. And I was like, I am telling you that this game online is like $400 plus, right? And then I went and looked at the other stuff in it. He had a still sealed copy of Rule of Rose. That game is like $1,000 fucking dollars. And he had a sealed copy of it. And I was like, dude, you're going to get like $30 from us for this? And I was like, you're going to make so much fucking money if you just put this up on eBay.
Let me guess, he didn't care. He's like, I don't care, I want it.
No. He sold the other stuff that he had, the fodder, and he kept those other two games, right? And I was like, yeah, good. He came back in like, I don't know, like 2 months later, 3 months later, and he was like, yeah, I put that Rule of Rose game up on eBay, and he was like, there was people bidding on it all week, and he was like, I ended up taking out 840 quid for it. Because it was like, I mean, that box had no fucking dents on it. It was still sealed. It was perfect in every way. And he was like, yeah, he basically made like $1,000 off of it. And he was like, thanks very much. And I was like, yeah, no problem. We were going to take that off him for like 20, 30 quid. And it's not worth it, man. It's just not.
All right. So, not to cut things off there, but we've been going for just over 2 hours now.
I like my CessCast sessions.
So I think that's where we're going to end today's episode. We're on a roll, so we can have episode 3 if you guys want in a couple weeks.
Hell yeah.
So before we go, I am EatSleepComplete. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all the same things. Joe, where can people find you?
Gamertag is CoolKid Joe, and on Twitter or X, at CoolKid Joe XBL, because some fuckface took at CoolKid Joe.
Noth, I know you're on Twitch and YouTube.
I'm just Noth. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Noth Tha God. Ems, do you have any socials that you want to have listed?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. We'll have you back for another episode, and then you can plug them later. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back again with episode 3 without a doubt. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Joe, you're 36?